Welcome, wrestling fans, to this WWE show review on Tim Reynolds Show. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as we're reviewing WWE Friday Night SmackDown from January 10th, 2025, where we would see this SmackDown kicked off with the wise man, Paul Heyman, as he would come out to invite WWE Undisputed Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, out to the ring in front of the crowd and the WWE Universe. The wise man, Paul Heyman, tells Cody Rhodes thank you and gives his respect from Roman Reigns, which is a hard thing to do. And now that Roman Reigns has the Ulafala back around his neck, he has announced that he is coming for Cody Rhodes and coming back for his championship. And he also says that Roman Reigns has announced that he will be a part of the men's 2025 Royal Rumble match, and he plans on winning it all and headlining WrestleMania to take on Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. What a way to kick off Monday Night Raw. And after this, when Cody Rhodes went to speak to Paul Heyman, Kevin Owens came out to interrupt Rhodes, and it would be with a bunch of trash talk, as Kevin Owens says he can't believe how low Cody Rhodes has gone, shaking the hand of The Rock on Monday Night Raw on Netflix as he kisses his ass and helps his ego out. No, and this is a new low for Cody Rhodes, but Rhodes can't stand it as he goes after Kevin Owens after he runs his mouth, and these two battle it out and fight it out in the crowd there all the way to backstage. But inside the ring, we see the Bloodline, Tapa Tonga and Jacob Fatu come in there to intimidate and possibly attack the wise man Paul Heyman. But we would see Jimmy Uso come out to help out the wise man, and then Cody Rhodes would return to have Jimmy Uso's back and fight off Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. What a way to kick off Friday Night SmackDown. And then, guys, next after this, we would have our first match of the evening, as we would have Chelsea Green, the WWE Women's United States Champion, go one-on-one with Michin, and the WWE Women's United States Championship would be on the line in this one-on-one matchup in the WWE's women's division, and these two ladies would really dish it out, and we would see this match go to Chelsea Green as she gets the victory in this one, thanks from the help of Piper Niven, who was at ringside, her friend and her security guard protection, as she retains the WWE Women's United States Championship with this victory. And guys, I gotta give this match an A+ grade, because these two women definitely put on a show inside the ring and showed off their wrestling ability and athletic ability inside the square circle. What a match to kick off Friday Night SmackDown. And for the opening segment, guys, I gotta give this a solid B. It was a little confusing, but anytime that you got Paul Heyman on the mic, that's a great way to kick off Friday Night SmackDown. Then, guys, next up after this, we would then see a flashback to what happened last week when Motor City Machine Guns were involved in a number one contender tag team match, actually for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And in that match, Pretty Deadly and Los Garza would get involved, causing a disqualification, which means the Motor City Machine Guns did not win back their WWE Tag Team titles. And we would see after this, backstage, General Manager Nick Aldis' office is full of controversy with Motor City Machine Guns, Pretty Deadly, all talking it out, trying to figure out who deserves a number one contender spot for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And when we'd see A-Town Down Under, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller insert themselves into this conversation in General Manager Nick Aldis' office, saying that they are the ones that deserve a tag title shot, not any of those teams inside the office at the time. And because of that, we'd also see that Los Garza also thinks that they have a shot for the WWE Tag Team titles, and Nick Aldis would have a solution for this problem, as he makes two tag team matches for Friday Night SmackDown, where we would have Motor City Machine Guns take on A-Town Down Under, and Pretty Deadly would go one-on-one with Los Garza to find out and determine who could be the number one contender for the WWE Tag Team Championships. And then next on Friday Night SmackDown, our next match would be a tag team match with Pretty Deadly going up against against Los Garza. And we would see Los Garza get the victory of Legado del Fantasma, as this tag team really put on a show in this one, and Pretty Deadly actually put up a good fight as well. But Los Garza gets the victory here. I give this match definitely a B grade, as these two tag teams definitely were entertaining in the ring, and anytime Pretty Deadly gets in the ring, they just are goofballs, man, and make you laugh, even though they got pretty good wrestling ability. And this is actually the first time in a while that Los Garza, the tag team, has been able to get a victory on Friday Night SmackDown, so I give this one a B grade. Then guys, next up on Friday Night SmackDown, we see LA Knight go one-on-one with Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE United States Championship, as we would see LA Knight, go up against Shinsuke Nakamura in this epic matchup, as this rivalry has been feuding ever since Shinsuke returned to Friday Night SmackDown and took out LA Knight, and then took him out at Survivor Series to take his United States Championship. And now, with the championship on the line, these two would leave it all inside the ring. But unfortunately, this match would end in disqualification, with Shinsuke Nakamura retaining his United States Championship, because Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga would come and attack LA Knight. After we seen earlier in the evening backstage, LA Knight was helping out WWE security by kicking out Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga out of the arena. Well, this would come to hurt him, as Jacob Fatu would beat down LA Knight inside the ring to send a huge message to LA Knight that you don't mess with the bloodline. But then we would see Jimmy Uso and Cody Rhodes come out to have the back of LA Knight and attack both Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu. And that's when we would see General Manager Nick Aldis make it official, as we would have another tag team match in the main event of Friday Night SmackDown, as we would see Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, and undisputed WWE champion, team up with Jimmy Uso to take on the tag team of Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu, the Bloodline, in the main event of Friday Night SmackDown. Then guys, next up after this, we would then see a tag team match between the Motor City Machine Guns and A-Town Down Under, and this was one hell of a match, with these two tag teams showing off their athleticism and leaving it all inside the squared circle. And we would see the Motor City Machine Guns come out on top with the victory in this tag team match, as they move closer to becoming the #1 contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championships. I give this match a B grade, guys. I definitely thought this was one of the better matches of the night, and Motor City Machine Guns have really proven themselves to be a very pivotal tag team and a really good tag team on Friday Night SmackDown, and you gotta give it to A-Town Down Under. I like their chemistry and the way they work together, not only inside the ring, but also on camera. Then guys, next on Friday Night SmackDown, we would then see backstage Pretty Deadly confronting DIY, saying, hey guys, we scratched your back, so you're supposed to scratch ours. What the heck happened? Why weren't you out there helping us out in our match? And that's when we would see DIY separate themselves from Pretty Deadly's business, saying, hey guys, we'll try to give you a WWE Tag Team title shot in the future, but there's a lot of politics and a lot of drama going on backstage, and we just can't do it right now, but we'll keep you guys in mind. Trust me. And that's when Apollo Crews would walk up to Pretty Deadly after DIY walks away and says, hey, Pretty Deadly, if you guys believe that, then you guys are going to believe anything anyone says, because guys, it has not happened. They're never going to give you a WWE tag team match. And as he walks away, Pretty Deadly are just angry, and we'll have to wait to find out next week what happens in the WWE tag team division on Friday Night SmackDown. Then next up, guys, we would see the new WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton, as former Miss Money in the Bank, cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase last week to become new WWE Women's Champion, defeating Nia Jax, and Nia Jax would be furious, as she would come out to interrupt Tiffany Stratton after Tiffany Stratton told in her interview inside the ring that she fooled and tricked Nia Jax into trusting her. And guess what, Nia? You called me stupid, but now who's the stupid one? So everybody tell me what time it is. And when Nia Jax came out to interrupt her, she would say that she made Tiffany Stratton, that she wouldn't be where she was at if it wasn't for Nia Jax. And Nia Jax threatens Tiffany Stratton to give her back her WWE Women's Championship, or she will take it by force. But that's when we would see Bayley come out to interrupt Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton to put herself into contention for that WWE Women's Championship. But not only that, we'd also see Bianca Belair and Naomi, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, come out to insert themselves in the conversation as well on who should be the number one contender for the WWE Women's Championship. With all these ladies saying their part, we see Bayley said that she would still be champion if it wasn't for Tiffany Stratton getting involved in her championship match against Nia Jax at SummerSlam. But Naomi would also say, hey, you guys got to get to the back of the line and go through me if you want a chance at getting a number one contender spot for that WWE Women's Championship. And all four of these ladies would just start fighting inside the ring, beating each other up until Tiffany Stratton would hit the prettiest moonsault, taking out all of these ladies inside the ring. And then General Manager Nick Aldis would come out to give a good idea for our next match on Friday Night SmackDown, as he wants a fatal four-way with all four of these women going at it to determine who will be the number one contender for the Women's WWE Championship. And then, guys, next up after this, we would have that match, as we would see a women's fatal four-way with Bayley versus Naomi versus Bianca Belair versus Nia Jax. And these women would leave it all inside the ring, but at the end of the day, we would see Bayley is the winner as she gets the pinfall victory on Naomi to become the number one contender for the WWE Women's Championship. And guys, I gotta give this match a D grade. I do not think it was a great match on Friday Night SmackDown. It was a little bit slippery in there. It looked like the women were a little sloppy as well with their wrestling moves, but hey, congratulations to Bayley as she becomes the number one contender. Then, guys, next on Friday Night SmackDown, we would see backstage Jimmy Uso and Cody Rhodes, the WWE Undisputed Champion, getting ready for their match in the main event. And as the American Nightmare would walk away saying, hey, Jimmy, don't worry about it, man. I knew that your cousin Roman Reigns was coming for this championship, but guess what? I'm prepared for it, and I'm just focused on this match tonight. But then after Cody Rhodes walks away, we would see Carmelo Hayes come up and confront Jimmy Uso, with Hayes saying, hey, you can catch these hands if you want to, since it ain't 3-on-1 no more, and you can end up just like Braun Strowman if you keep your act up. But that's when Jimmy Uso would clap right back at Carmelo Hayes, dissing him by saying, hey, what's that saying you like to say? With Carmelo going, Melo don't miss. And that's when Jimmy Uso would say, well, dang, bro, with all them bricks you be having, you could build a house. You know what I'm saying? Yeet. Oh, that's right. What a diss from Jimmy Uso on Carmelo Hayes. And then next up after this, we would have our main event of the evening, as we would see Jimmy Uso and Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare and undisputed WWE Champion, team up to go up against the team of the Bloodline, Tapa Tonga and Jacob Fatu, in this tag team match in the main event. And guys, what a main event match we had, as Jimmy and Cody really showed they could be a true tag team, but Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga really put up a dang good fight in this one. But we would see Kevin Owens come out to interrupt and attack Cody Rhodes in this matchup, pulling him outside the ring and into the backstage area. And because of that distraction, we would see Jimmy Uso left alone inside the ring to battle versus Jacob Fatu and Tapa Tonga on his own. And because of the numbers game, we would see the Bloodline get the pinfall victory over Jimmy Uso to get the victory in this matchup. And man, what a way to end Friday Night SmackDown. But this wasn't all, as we would see Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens battling it out backstage and then back outside into the crowd. But then Cody Rhodes puts KO through a table to end Friday Night SmackDown. Wow, this has been your WWE show review from Tim Reynolds Show. I give that main event a grade of of a B, guys. It was definitely a pretty good main event, even though it was a little bit shorter than most main events that we do see on Friday Night SmackDown. But how about the end? Getting to see Cody Rhodes put Kevin Owens through a table? Man, this match between these two at WWE Royal Rumble for the undisputed WWE Championship is going to be one heck of a match, and I love this feud and rivalry between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes. Guys, this has been Tim Reynolds Show with your WWE show review for Friday Night SmackDown on January 10th, 2025. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, WWE Universe, and thank you, wrestling fans, for hanging out here and subscribing to Tim Reynolds Show, this sports entertainment, football-loving, badass YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much from Tim Reynolds Show. Peace out, everybody.